Shalom, this is the I.S.U.P.K, or the Commanding General Yohanna. As you know, on the Saturdays, it's the Shabbat class, a Sabbath class. We read out of the law in the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew. Then we translate it into the English. So with that, we're going to rise and face the east.
La Yasha'Allah.
La Yasha'Allah.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Wafka, Taba'ah, Ba'atazaka, Hayah, I.S.H.A.P.K, Ba'arataza, Kawak, Hayah, Ba'ashemayim, Lefanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Ba'asalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'ah, Tabaya'inawa, Banasaya 1, Abor, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahafapara, La'iwalamyam, Amen.
And in the English, our Father,
which
art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy
will be done.
In
earth,
as
it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts.
As
we forgive our debtors.
And
lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil.
For
thine is the kingdom.
And
the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
And the prayer for the power of the Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kushah. Nafananawa. Haka. Lara Pa'ah. Kal Makala. Bakal Madawa. Haka. Lataha. Hamatazarayim. Haka. Lahakwiyam. Hamafyam. Haka. Arakawa. Hatama Allah. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa
Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Mata
Zabiya'ah.
Allah Wapyahana. Ha Allah Wapyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kalayayam. Wa Akwafyam. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
And
Yahweh Shai.
And
Michael.
And
the angels. Commanding General Yohanna. The generals. The captain.
The
officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'a Ayanya. Al-Hahayim. Ma'ayan. Yaba'a. Isaiah. Ma'ayim. Yahweh. I.S.H.A.P.K. Shemayim. Wa'aratazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamaka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawama, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemaka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyamka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makaurai, Yashama, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashama, Taza'afka, Bawa Aika, Ma'aitha, I will Amen.
And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills. From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth. He will not offer.
He will not suffer
thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
Psalms 83, Alahayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Thakarash, Wa Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Awab-Yaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Ya'ayramwa, Sawada, Wayata,
Yawa'ait as a war.
Altazar Pawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazaka, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Laba, Lakadwa, Al-Yaka, Bayaf, Yakarafwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wa Yashima Alayim, Mawa'aba, Wahagayim, Gabal, Wa Aimawan, Wa Aimalak, Palishaf, Aimishabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Aiman, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalahum, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sarah, Salakia, Kayabyan, Banakar, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadar Yabmawa, Ka'ira, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Manai, Kaunasayakamwa, Ashar, Aimawa, Nayarashah, Lanawa, Na'awaf, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, Taba'aya Yara, Bakalabat, Talahat, Hayam, Kantaradakma, Wasa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapafka, Sabalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayaba'alwa, Aidi, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kaha, Aratazar. Amen.
And in the English, keep not thou silence.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people,
and
consulted against
thy
hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off, from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together, with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarene, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have her hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Horeb. And like Zayeb. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Zalmunna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High in possession. O Yahweh. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth for wood, and as the flames setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, of the Most High, over all the earth. So be it. Curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses, and punishments and destruction, to the heathen, that speak against us. Thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the schools. Send evils and curses, and punishments and destruction, to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction, to the Edomites, and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasikomatazzi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people, that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction, to all the heathen, that stand in the way, try to stop us
from
broadcasting your word
throughout
the planet Earth.
Let
loose all the plagues.
Cause
them to go to and fro
through
the earth and consume them.
the earth and consume them.
Let the plagues
shake
the house of the thief
and
the murderer. Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it. And with that, we're gonna have a seat.
We could go first or?
Well, yeah, we could go first. So we're gonna first call up the brother. Just stand over here. All right. So nice too. So you're gonna stay in the I.S.U.P.K, which is this right here. Then you're gonna say Matthew. Bon Yum. Bon Yashala. You're gonna say with the salute, which is Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Barakatah. All right, so we're gonna do it from the top. So I'm I.S.U.P.K.
Matthew. Bon Yum.
Bon Yashala. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Barakatah.
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.
See. Alright, so we was in Deuteronomy 28, and we read the end of the blessings. So now it's the curses for not following God. So Deuteronomy 28 and 16 in the Hebrew version.
2016, yeah?
Come. All right.
Absolutely.
No, so I'll go. Deuteronomy 28 and 16. Rawah, Athar, Ba'ayah, Wa'ah, Rawah, Athar, Bashada, verse 17. Arawah, Tanawa, Wamashah, Thawa, 18. Awawa, Paya, Ba, Tanawa, Wapa, Raya, Ad, Mathan, Shagar, Allah, Payana, Wa'ai, Shaf, Ratha, Tazar, Nawa, verse 19. Awara, Athar, Baba, Ana, Wa'a, Rawa, Athar, Batazar, Athan, verse 20. Yashar, Yashalak, Yahweh, Ban, Af, Hama, Ara, Af, Hama, Hawa, Ma'a, Wa'af, Hama is Hamaga, I, Ratha, Bakal, Mashalak, Yadan, Ashar, Tha'ai Sha'a, Aid, Hashar, Madan, Wa'aid, Ab, Dana, Mashar, Mapanya, Ra'ai, Ma'ai, Ma'ailal, Yana, Ashar, Aizar, Baf, Naya, verse 21. Yada, Bakwa, Yahweh, Ban, Af, Hadabar, Aid, Kalathwa, Athan, Ma'ail, Ha'a, Dama, Ashar, Athar, Ba, Shema, Lara, Larash, Tha, verse 22. Ya, Kaka, Yahweh, Bashak, Patha, Waba, Kwa, Dakaf, Waba, like Wabad, Laquaf, Wabak, Wabak, Rakar, Wabak, Rakab, Waba, Shad, Pawa, Waba, Wabai, Rakwa, Rakwawa, Warad, Pa, Yawan, Aid, Abba, Abadan. Is that
23?
On 23. Wa'a, Yawa, Masha, Yana, Asha, Ayil, Ra'ashan, Nak, Shatha, Wa'a, Aratza, Asha, Thak, Fayan, Bara, Za'al. That's it.
Verse 16 to 20. Yeah, 2 to 23.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So, in its most basic form, a curse that we would go through is we would be cursed wherever we go, man. It doesn't literally just mean in the iti and the ild. Just means wherever we go, we're gonna be a nation that is always cursed, man. Whether we leave Jamaica and come to England, we cursed. We leave Jamaica, go to Canada, go to America, New York, Queens. You know what I mean? Wherever we go, we're gonna be a people that is always cursed by God. Wherever we go, we was cursed in Galatia, cursed in Corinthia, cursed in Ephesus. Wherever we've been, for us not serving God, it's always been a curse wherever we have been. Reader.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
And thy store, meaning everything we put our hands to is cursed. We open up a food shop. What happens? Drugs start getting sold outside. Police are like, sorry, we gotta shut your shop down. That's a curse, man. Something for you to feed your family ends up getting shut down. That's evident that God isn't with you. You mean, or there's a lack of business when no other nation has that problem right there. They go to their own, we don't. That's a curse. Reader.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thine land, the increase of thine kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
So, I mean, everything we have will be cursed. The fruit of your body is your kids. They're going to be cursed. They're gonna be born into the hell that you're going through. You know what I mean? You're suffering, he's suffering, or her, she's suffering. You can't pay the rent. She becomes an adult. She can't pay the rent. He can't pay the rent. You got locked up. They get locked up. It's a curse. And you mean, and everything, the fruit of your kind, meaning everything that involves you or us or we, however you want to pull it, it's always a big curse. Read on.
Cursed shalt be thou, Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
They're saying the same thing. So as soon as you come into this world, you just curse, man. Like even rappers, what did they say? When I was born, I was poor, man. Me and my sister had to share the same shoes to go outside. I'm not making that up neither. It's a curse. As soon as you come into this world, you're like, why me, man? Like I go to school, these white kids got money and their dad's taking them on holidays 3 times a year, and you're just having to go to some community club in a 6-week holiday just to stay out the house. That's a curse, man. And I say, you know what I mean? Because we don't follow him, your life's gonna be a curse when you come in and when you come out, you die, and what? Your kids are in debt to try and pay for your funeral. That's a curse, man, where someone's dead and they've left you with a debt. You know what I mean? And what's sad is when it shows how we are, that to be alive, we're so happy. No one thinks of paying for something when they die. Like just to be alive and just to keep the electric on. No one thinks when I die, I'm gonna leave my family in a debt. You know that white people do that, right? They actually pay for their funeral while they're alive, so that when I'm gone, the kids don't have to worry. We don't think about it because we couldn't do it anyway. That's a curse when you come in and when you leave. Reader.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke.
And imagine that. It's like the cursing and vexation, meaning us as black people, we curse so much, it brings vexation. Meaning you're like, why me, man? Like, I'm better than them. I work at this job. I work harder than them, but yet they get paid more than me. We do the same job, same hours, yet he's got a house. He's going on holiday, but we're doing the same job. That's vexation. You're like, hang on, so he done 9 hours. I did 9 hours. He has a car, a mortgage. He's on holiday. I've done 9 hours like him and I'm in debt. That's vexation of spirit, man. You know what I mean? Like, look at life. Don't black people work the hardest? We're at these jobs keeping that place afloat. If you call sick for 1 day, what happens when you come back the next day? Cool, blimey. You know what I mean? Be glad you're back. Yesterday was a ball ache. Oh gosh, it was hell on earth. Why? Because you went there. Meanwhile, they make more than you do. They get the benefits of that job more than you do. That's vexation of spirit, and it's the cursing of the Lord. Reader.
In all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings.
And that's why we're dying. That's why we receive the curse, for the wickedness of thy doings, man. For us eating pork, for us being in the church, for us being in the mosque, we suffer for the wickedness of our doings, man. That's the answer right there. That's what brings that vexation. That's what brings that rebuke. That's what brings the cursing right there. The wickedness of our doings. Read on.
Whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it.
So the Lord said another curse is diseases, pestilences, and in the black community, wherever we are, we suffer a lot, man. Gout, what's some more? High blood pressure, heart disease, sickle cells. You know what I mean? We suffer from a lot of diseases, and you can look up the NHS of, like there's things that black people suffer from, which is like it's exclusively for us, man. And the Lord said this would happen for the wickedness of our doings. Reader.
The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with the inflammation, and with a extreme burning, and with the sword, and with the blasting, and with the mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
All right, so in its basic form, the Lord's going to give us everything: the blasting, the mildew, you know what I mean? Meaning war, disease, everything that will destroy us. And when it says the inflammation, you know, many people that have the gout, that inflames your legs, man. Those ankles, what they call them, those cankles. You know what I mean? That's inflammation right there, meaning diseases that will inflame you. To inflame means to swell up, meaning it's irritated and it starts to swell. So in its nutshell, the Lord's going to give us everything, things that can take your life by disease and things that can just take your life physically, the blasting, the mildew, etc.
Yes. The mildew causes asthma.
Mildew causes asthma, which the brother said, you know what I mean? So basically anything that can take our lives, we will get it. Read on.
And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass.
Okay, so now what does this mean? The heaven over your head shall be as brass. Now, again, when you read the Bible, a blessing we will get is that we will get our rain in the right time. So now, if heaven is like brass, you don't get no rain. Your crops won't grow. You don't receive no blessings from the Lord. Mean that we'll be a people that we wouldn't be blessed by the Lord, man. Our heaven, what blessings we will get from the Lord? We wouldn't get it because it's brass. You know, I don't know if you don't know this, but brass doesn't rain. Brass ain't blessing you in no form on your wheat, on your hay, on your crops, saying, because you don't serve me, your heaven's gonna be as brass. I ain't giving you no rain. I'm not giving you no blessings. Read on.
And the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
As iron. So even the earth, meaning anything that we work to, we won't receive nothing out of it. Imagine the earth is as iron. You can't grow nothing on iron. Iron ain't gonna bring forth wheat and hay and all those things. And Lord's saying, basically, I'm not gonna bless nothing, man. You ain't getting nothing off me in its basic form. Reader.
The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder. Oh, that was 24.
Okay, no, sir. Got a bit carried away.
Verse 24. Gitan Yahweh Atah Matar Arat Sakir Arat Zah Da Abak Wa'ai Man Hashemayim did Sakir Yurad Al Yad I Hashemadak Hashemadak Yathad Nadai Nada Yahweh Nagak Lapanya Aya Bayak Badar Sakir Badar Asad Akkad Tatzazar. So okay, all you are Baba Shabai Baya Darak Darakam Thano Was Lapan Yayawa Bahar Yahar Yawa Lazar Awa Lakal Mama Lakawaf Arataza. Verse 26. Bahar Yata Nabar Nabar Lathak Lamakau Lakau Awak Hashemayim La Wala Ba Kama Ha-Arataza Ya'an Makar Wayad. Verse 27. Yakaka Yahweh Bashakayan Matazarium Waba Al Palyapataka Waba Al Palayam Wada Ga Ba the Gaya Waba Karas, Ashar La'ar, Thou Bakal, Lahar Vayapar, Salakia, verse 28, Yakaka Yahweh, Basha Ga'ai, 1, Baba Al Wara, 1, Baba Thamar, 1, La Baba, verse 29, Baha Yayaf, Mama Shashar, or like a Mama Shash, Wa Tazar, Hayam, Ka'ashar, Yamar Shashar, Tha'ai, Wa Wara, Wa Pala, Wa La'a, Tha Tazar Lahak, Athar, Dabar, Dabayak, Watha Yayatar, Adar, Aisha Wak, Aisha Wakwa, Wagar, Zazal, Balkal, Hayamayam, Ha'ayaman, Mawab, Shai Ya'ai, verse 30, Ashar, Tharash, Wa'ayash, Akkad, Yashar, Gala, Na, Bayaf, Taba, Na, Wala'ar, Tashab, Bawa, Karam, Tata'ai, Lawa'a, Thaka, Lalanwa, verse 27 to 30, right?
Yes. Wasn't 24 to 30?
Yeah, 24 to 30, like, yeah.
Right. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed.
You know, so now the point is, meaning our land wouldn't get any rain. Of course, no dust comes from the sky. It's basically saying that the rain is not going to be any use to you. I'm going to make sure you don't get no crops. Why? Because it's a curse. Read on.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
I got you. So the Lord, He's going to cause us to be smitten before our enemies, meaning we're going to lose these fights. We go out to war against our enemies to win, keep the land, or even now, if the black community tries to, fight against another race, the Lord said curses, we're going to be smitten before our enemies. And you've seen it, man, in the Lozal's riots, man. Those agents sent black people flying, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know it hurts some people, but this is the curse. And it's not because black people ain't strong. It's not because we can't fight. Just that the Lord ain't with us. Because many of the black people that was in those riots, they're in the church. They're in the mosque. They're eating pork. So it's got nothing to do with you wasn't strong enough. Just the Lord wasn't with us. You know what I mean? And the Lord says, when you go out to fight against your enemies, I'm going to make sure you lose. I'm going to make sure we get smitten before our enemies. Read on.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
And that's us, man. We're that nation of people that have been removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. We're in Amsterdam, England, Canada. You mean wherever you want to look, there's an Israelite community there somewhere. Read on.
And they carcass shall be the carcass should be meat unto the fowls of the air.
And that's heavy, meaning wherever we are, when we die, it's just going to be meat unto the fowls of the air. Meaning what? A people that no one cares about, man. Usually when someone dies, you wrap them up. You mean, regardless of where you live, everyone knows you respect the dead. You make sure that they are buried. With us, our carcasses are for the fowls of the air, meaning a people that no one cares about, man.
Right.
In England, Mark Duggan dead, and it's like they rather put the light on. He had lots of women. You know, he was part of a gang, yeah, but he was shot unjustly. He had no gun. And an armed police officer shot a unarmed man. But instead, our fowls for the carcass of the air, he had loads of women. Look at him. Look at that picture with that screw face. Oh, gosh. That police officer must have been frightened when he has the gun and he doesn't. That this is what the Bible is talking about. A nation of people that are going to die and no one's going to care about them. If anything, they make an excuse for why you're dead. They seem to come up with some philosophy for why this person should be dead. Read on.
And unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away.
Uh-huh.
The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emerald, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed.
So again, you look up these, they're not sexual transmitted. It's not a sexual transmitted disease. But if you look them up, I believe it's in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, that will be your modern day STDs. And the Lord says, you know what I mean, for not serving me, what you saw, what he did to the Egyptians, he would do to us. And in the black community now, with all the unlawful sex we are doing, we get those emeralds and those botches and those STDs. Everyone going to the, what's it called? Everyone's going to the gum clinic, you know, about, yeah, I got the herpes, man. Doctor, I got the crabs. What's that one where the guy put that vacuum right by the genitalia, like, to get out the STD? Now, there's one where the guy literally vacuumed it out from a man's genitalia, and that's painful, man.
Is that the gonorrhea?
That's gonorrhea, yeah. They got to put a vacuum right in the hole and, like, get it out. That's the only way. There's no tablets, no pills. And these things happen simply because, I want to say vacuum. I'm not talking your home vacuum. I'm talking about, it's like a small, it's like a straw vacuum, strong suction, and to put it there, and you know what I mean? They done a documentary on it. Oh, is it? Oh, snap. Any better? Well, I can see it. Yeah. So you know what I mean? They put the vacuum right there, and the guy was in pain, like, you know, eyes closed, pain, agony. And that happens when the Lord puts those botches of Egypt on you, man. Those emeralds, those hemorrhoids. Read on.
The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of hearts.
And astonishment of heart. So first we got blindness, meaning we're not going to know who we are. We're blind in the church, in the mosque, Egyptology, African spirituality. We're blinded. And with madness, meaning how we're living. You know what I mean? We're searching. We end up mad, man. End up going mad over, you know, just wanting to know, why me, Lord? Why am I suffering? Why are we dying? Read on.
And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in the darkness.
And because of our blindness, we're going to grope at noonday as a blind man gropes in darkness. So what is noonday? It's like the afternoon, basically, where it's not dark. You don't need to grope in noonday, but we do that. Why? Because are we physically blind? No, we are spiritually blind. Groping at noonday, like, yeah, man, I read this book on Selassie, man. It says, you know, he's the Messiah, come back. That's groping at noonday. When if you wasn't, you would know, well, he's an Ethiopian, he's not an Israelite. That, you know what I mean? If you saw in noonday, then you would know that. But when you're groping at noonday, you go, nah, man, something special about that man, when there's nothing special about that man. We talk about religions. That's a people groping at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness. Reader.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And we won't prosper in our ways because we can't find our real path. We won't prosper in our ways. Reader.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
And then we're going to be oppressed and spoiled because we don't know the way, and no man can save us. Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey's. Many people will try, but it would never work. Why? Because they're lost just like we are. While they're tall, eloquent and loud and strong, they're lost just like us. Anymore.
Yeah, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
And in slavery, that happened, man. We betrothed a wife, and the slave master lied with her. And even today, we have a wife, and another man lies with her. Meaning, in this society, sex ain't seen as anything. People see sex as fun. Like, we have sex, you go your way, I go mine, and when we feel like we need to link up again, we can make it happen. Read on.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that was verse 30.
That was it. So we'll carry on next week, but that verse is letting you know that whatever we do, someone's going to reap the benefits of it, man.
That's right.
So with that, I Madium.
Salakia. Right face to east. The Lord's Prayer is Abanawa, Bar Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Wafka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Bar Arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bar Shemayim, Nafananawa, the Cow, Yawam, Bar Salak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Wala'ah, Tabiya Nawa, Banasaya one, Abo, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, the Ka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahaf Para, the Iwalumium,
Aman. And in the English, our Father,
art
in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done. In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Our
daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Into
temptation.
But deliver us.
From evil.
For
thine is the kingdom. And the power
and
the glory
forever.
So be
it. And the prophet Hakah, the power, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kushah. The Falanawa. Hakah. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Kal Madawa. Hakah. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakah. Lahakuyim. Hamafiyim. Hakah. Arakawaf. Atamala. The Gorashun. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers.
The
power to raise the dead.
And
the power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be.
And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka'ala. Wa Alahayim. Mata Zabiya'ah. Ala Wap Yohanna. Ha Ala Wapyim. Ha Saranyim. Ha Kwatazayanyim. Ha Kayayim. Wa Akwafyim. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
And
Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahanna. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asher Ayanya.
Asher Ayanya.
Al-Hahayim.
Al-Hahayim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh. I.S.H.A.P.K. Shemayim. Wa'aratazah. Al-Yafan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shemaka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamah. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shemaka. Yahweh. Tazaka. Al-Yad. Yamyamka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ayakayaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashimaka. Makalrai. Yashima. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashima. Taza'afka. Ma'aika. I will Amen.
And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills. From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not offer.
He will not suffer
thy foot to be moved.
Thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold. He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh
is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh
shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
He
shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
Psalm 83. Alahayim. Al-Damayalaka. Al-Dakarash. Al-Tashapwat. Al-Kayahana. Al-Wabyaka. Yahama Ra'ash. Al-Amaka. Ayarumwa. Sawada. Wayata Yawaitazawa. Al-Tazar Pawanyaka. Aimawa. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Magaya. Wala'ah. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa'aitazawa. Laba. Lakadwa. Al-Yakar. Bayaf. Yakarafwa. Alahaya. Adawam. Wa Yashima Alayim. Mawa'aba. Wahagayim. Gabal. Wa'aimawan. Wa'aimalak.
Shabia.
Tazawa. Gum Ashawa. Nalawa. Aiman. Hayawa. Zarawai. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayatamwa. Nadayamawa. Ka'ira. Wakazabak. Wakatazal. Kaunasayakamba. Ashar. Aimawa. Nairusha. Lanawa. Na'awaf. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagalgala. Kwash. Lapanya Rakah. Ka'ash. Taba'aya Yara. Wakalaba. Falahat. Hayam. Kantaradakma. Wasa'iraka. Wabasa. Wapafka. Tabalaham. Mala'ah. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Wayaba'awa. Aida. Wayakapawa. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kayata. Shamka. Hawa. Labadka. Al-Yawan. Al-Kaha Arataza. Aman.
And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For
lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against.
And have consulted against
thy hidden ones.
Thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
They have consulted together.
They have consulted together
with one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites
of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabor and Ammon.
Gabor and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek,
the Philistines,
with the
inhabitants of Tyre,
Asher
also is joined with them.
Asher also will join with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison. Which
perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zayeb.
And like Zayeb.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
You said, let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of the Most High in possession.
The houses of the Most High in possession.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth for wood.
As a fire burneth for wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountain on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid
with thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
Let them be.
Let them be
confounded. And troubled. Forever.
Forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Of the Most High. Over all the earth. So be it. And the curse is, blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, send evils and curses, and punishments and destruction, to the heathen, and shake loose, the treasure of the rich of Israel, that refuse to give to the school, force their riches, to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishments and destruction, to the Edomites, and the nation, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasikomatasi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, cable access, channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop us,
and
bring swift destruction,
to
all the heathen,
that
stand in the way,
try
to stop us,
from
broadcasting your words,
throughout
the planet Earth,
Let
loose all the plagues,
cause
them to go to and fro,
through
the earth and consume them,
Let
the plagues,
shake
the house of the thief,
and
the murderer, let Yahawashi, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers, and punish all the heathen, that come up against us, as we speak thy word, cause it to be known by all, that it is the angels that have done it, cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world, cause them to shake at thy coming, in the name of Yahawashi, thank you, so be it.
I'm going to bless Israel, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahawashi. Barakanawa. Wayasha'ala. Wahabaya. Sapaya. Barakapah. Magan Hagan.
The Gordon family,
the Bennett family,
the George family,
and
everyone searching for the truth. That's it.
Itara,
Carmel,
Alishai,
Ayala,
Zaira, Nuriah,
Shania,
Kaya, Marcia,
Nehema, the Sutherland family, the O'Connor family, and all the troopers in London, and Birmingham.
And anyone online, type it quickly, we're going to wrap up in a minute. Any loved ones want to pray for, type the name in ASAP, else we'll move forward. Type it, whoever your loved ones is, type them in the chat ASAP. Don't do it as a list, just do one at a time. Quick name. Okay, going once, twice, okay. Put out one more time.
See, give him another. See.
That's gracious. Okay. Bahashem Yahawashi. Tawada Aman. And what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless your shield. Protect our loved ones. In the name of Jesus, thank you. So be it. And with that, class dismissed.